Hello everyone, this is your Sahu sir. So the today's topic is perfect competition and its features, or also we can call it as characteristics. So what are the characteristics of perfect competition? Let us start this topic. Okay, in my previous videos, I think you have been seeing the meaning of perfect competition. But even though, once check out the meaning of perfect competition. Meaning is very important. If you understand the meaning, the whole concept you can understand very easily. Right? So let us discuss perfect competition related meaning. Right. So here, what is perfect competition? In perfect competition, we used to see large number of buyers and large number of sellers selling homogeneous goods. Homogeneous goods means in the previous videos I think you have seen it is nothing but identical goods or same good. Same good is being sold all over the market. Right? Next, the price. Who decides the price? The price is decided by market. The price is decided by the market. How the price is decided by the market? On the basis of demand and supply. So they are price takers. They were taking the price which is decided by the market. Here, producer won't decide the price. Buyer also won't decide the price. Who will decide the price? Market. And whatever the market is decide the price, that price is being accepted by producer or seller. That's why we used to call it as a price taker. In the same way here, the next and another logic, that is, if the goods more, or if the goods are less, they used to sell with the same price, and the price which is decided by the market. If the goods are more or if the goods are less, they used to sell at a same price. Okay, they don't decide the sell the goods at a more price or less price, and they don't go beyond the price which is decided by the market. They don't go beyond the price which is decided by the market. Right? So this is the perfect competition related meaning. Now what we will do, we will go through with the features or characteristics. Okay, so under that features and characteristics, let us discuss one by one. Almost number one, we have discussed large number of buyers and large number of sellers. Large number of buyers and large number of sellers. Approximately we have seen here there are large number of buyers as well as the sellers in the market, and here they don't show any sort of influence in the market. Why? Because no influence, or they cannot make any influence in the market. No influence in the market. Why? Because here quantity and the price, right? Quantity and price. So let me write it perfectly here. The quantity as well as the price cannot influence the market. Why? Because if the goods are more, if the goods are less, if the more quantity of goods, if the less quantity of goods, the price remains the same. So they cannot be influence the market. That's why here large number of buyers as well as large number of sellers, which we used to see it. Next, number two. Number two is homogeneous goods. So what is this homogeneous goods? Let us say. So in this market, okay, identical or same goods is been sold all over the market. Same goods, shape, size, color, quantity will be the same. Identical goods or the same goods is been sold in the market, especially in this perfect competition. So in the perfect competition, most probably here, okay, we used to see this perfect competition in the local markets. Perfect competition we used to see in the local markets, especially in the perishable goods related. Mostly we used to see it here. Okay, everyone. So here we used to see perfect competition in the local market, especially upon the base of perishable goods, right? Next, the characteristics we will discuss, and that is number 3. Number 3 is called as free entry and free exit. Let us see what is this free entry and free exit. So here any sellers can join and they can leave. There is no barriers. We can say it as there is no barriers here. Barriers is nothing but there is no restrictions to enter into the market. No restrictions to enter into the market. Anybody can join, anybody can leave. Who will join, who will leave? Let us see. Right? If the price is favorable, then that producer or seller, he used to stay in the market. If it is favorable price is greater than the cost of production. Price is greater, cost of production is lower. It is nothing but profit only, na? Then he will stay in the market. For example, if the price is not favorable, if the price is not favorable, he is not getting any sort of profits or the price is getting him some sort of losses, then the producer or seller, he used to leave the market and try to find an another market. He will try to find the another market, right? So this is number 3, free entry as well as the exit. Okay, next, number 4, which I am going to discuss, okay, that is called as mobility of factors of production. Mobility of factors of production. So what is this mobility of factors of production? Let us say, almost you have seen factors of production. What are they? Land, labor, capital, and organization. These are all the factors of production which is essential to do the production. So perfect competition, where we used to see the perfect competition, we used to see in the local market only, na? And the production is done in the local market only, na? So easily they can shift from one firm to to an another firm. Usually they can shift from one firm to the another firm, one industry to the another industry, from one company to the another industry they can shift it, right? Next, number 5. Number 5 is called as absence of transportation cost. Yes, so here again perfect competition is in local market. Most probably we used to see the perfect competition in the local market, isn't it? So here, if it is in the local market, most probably all the produced goods they used to sell at the local market only. So here there is no or very less transportation cost, a very minute transportation cost from one area to the another area. Within that local area they used to transport the goods. Okay, they used to transport by their own vehicles, or a very minimum very minute transport facilities they used to use it. So locally they used to transport it, so that's why they used to have a very less transportation cost, right? So it does not influence much more upon the price. That's why here they were able to maintain the same price and less price in the market, right? Next, number 6. Number 6 is called as perfect perfect knowledge of market. So what is this perfect knowledge of market? Let us see. So most probably in the local area, buyers as well as the sellers have perfect knowledge about market. Perfect knowledge about a market. Why? Because especially it is been have the perfect knowledge, because wherever you go to any corner we used to see the same price. We used to see the same price at any corner. That's why here we used to see this kind of market in the local areas. Buyer as well as the seller, all persons have the perfect knowledge about the market, because they used to maintain the same price all over the market. So these are some 6 characteristics or features which are being essential. I hope you understand very well, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. More topics to come in the future. Okay, now everyone, take care. Bye.